Hello, beautiful people. Yes, this is still Sister Unity, even with the proteinous growth on my chin. It's the day after the 2015 November attack in Paris, and I want to talk about violence in the world, how it affects us, and how we can respond. The world is a changeable place. It is made to be messy. And we come here, I believe, in part, not only to experience the good and the uplifting and the spiritual, or the truthful, or the natural, but also to get in trouble and to make mistakes and to be around things that are insupportable, things that are terrible, and tragic, and sad, and scary. And the reason is, I think that the globe is built for people to incarnate and learn about themselves, about truth, and about what is beyond your immediate circumstances. And part of that is encountering things that are difficult. And the world certainly provides us, as we all know, with ample opportunities for difficulty. So what do you do when it happens? The first thing is you have to take care of yourself. Everyone wants to know what happened, and that's appropriate. Everyone wants to make sure that their loved ones are safe. Everyone wants to know, even if you have no connection to some tragedy in a far-off land, you really want to know. It's a combination of perhaps a morbid fascination, but also by knowing the details, we feel ourselves some measure of control over a wild and uncontrollable situation. By grasping it and understanding it and ingesting it, we can feel like, okay, I get it. And it was over there, or it was here, or now I know where everything is at. I know how much danger I'm in or not in. And then, while we're doing that, its effects ripple through our consciousness and we become upset, or scared, or unnerved, or anxious, or sad, or moved. And the important thing is to acknowledge all of those feelings, because they are real and they are appropriate. And who knows how you will react to something. People have very deep triggers sometimes, and sometimes nothing at all. And that's all okay. It's just who you are and how you are. But I go back to, you do need to take care of yourself. So while you're doing your research and observation, be aware of how much you ingest. A great meditation master in India was once asked, the world in the 70s, which was also a very turbulent time, he was asked, with so much going on in the world, with so many horrible things happening, what do I do? It's all in the newspapers and on television. What do I do to preserve my peace of mind and my inner serenity? And the meditation master responded, don't look. Now, your relationship to the world is your own, and if you want to be on retreat and focusing on inner and higher things, that is your prerogative not to look at all, or to look some. I prefer to stay informed. I'm a nun who is devoted to working on certain issues, so I try to keep abreast of LGBT issues, as well as issues that affect my friends and people I talk with and correspond with in whatever ways in their life. So I do read the news and watch the news online, but not so much. Not so much that I'm drinking it every night for an hour. I let it go. I don't watch it on TV much anymore, and I don't get newspapers, and I don't spend hours reading all of the tragic things. It's enough to grab the headlines and the first paragraph just to know what happened, and where, and to whom, and then to move on, and to refocus on the other important way you can take care of not only yourself, but everyone else. And that is that I think the best response to calamity and tragedy is by doing good or speaking good. If you are spiritual or religious, make a prayer for those who are suffering due to whatever calamity has occurred. If you are close enough, offer assistance. Sometimes just listening to people who are upset about it can help. Again, watch how much you ingest to keep your own mind either, if not peaceful, then at least centered and not thrown into agitation, anxiety. Sometimes you just can't help it. Some events, a world war, a 9/11, are just so big that you cannot help it. And you need to take some downtime and some quiet time and mourn and go through grief and upset and fear and come out the other side. Treat yourself well during these times and pamper yourself. But do good as soon as you can. Offer help. Language is so important. Words cast spells. I think you're beautiful. I think you're good. I think your heart is sensitive and feels. How did those words affect you? Even a little bit? So this is my premise, that words are like spells. They have an effect. And whether you type them on a Facebook post, mail them in a letter, or speak them in a video, or directly into a phone or into a friend's ear, your words can do good. Offer sweet words, good words, uplifting words. You can be the priest of a church of your own making and offer a benediction to anyone, anytime, anywhere. Every human has a heart and a mind, and those are the two things that make good words. May everyone affected by this tragedy grieve, come back to peace, and may they transcend what has happened to them. In some way, unimaginable now, may good eventually come of this tragedy. May those who are hurt and damaged be taken care of. May those who are upset, agitated, anxious, and afraid find succor and care and upliftment. May those who have died rise into peace and light and return when ready. This is how you can just create good words yourself. I hope everyone's okay. I'm wishing you peace. My thoughts go out to you. I was so moved by what happened. I want you to know I'm thinking of you. Simple, good words. And then look around you, locally, where you are. Who has needs? Who needs food? Who needs upliftment? Who needs a place to stay? Who needs money? Who needs encouragement? Pick up a good task and take care of someone or something. Fix someone's drain. Unclog someone's sink. Paint someone's living room, someone's house. Throw a party for someone. Cheer someone up. Bring them a movie. Bring chicken soup over to a sick friend. However big or small, donate to the United Nations Refugees Fund. Donate to an AIDS charity of your choice. Become a foster parent. Go into diplomacy and change the world. Write a book, a poem, a film. Big or small, doing good affects your inner state and makes you feel more safe and at peace and proactive, that you can control some of the wildness of the world, that you can cause a beneficial effect in the world. Whether it's small and local or big and global, it doesn't matter, because it will be the size of your heart. And that's where you will create peace. And if you want to create peace elsewhere in the world, creating it here first is important. If you want to change the world, said one meditation master, change yourself first. And in the face of such calamity, I offer you this advice. Do good, in words and deed. You are good. So share that and uplift yourself and then the world.